Uptown Funk, gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like it.
You don't like
to air.
Sometimes they have fruit inside. That's disgusting.
Yeah, no, that just ruins the whole donut.
Am I the only one in on this?
You're the only one remotely.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
where the hell is everyone?
We're all here.
Sam's
Oh, right.
oh, Ben's a lazy ass. MJ, what is MJ doing? I forget.
Working probably.
Yeah, and Ali's at rehearsal-ish
I'm gonna post
thing.
this on my Facebook.
And you guys don't have to stick it out for the full 2 hours. If you guys are, if you guys want to just do the first half hour, the first 45 minutes, whatever, and then.
Just depending on how it goes. If it's left people
I honestly don't think there's going to be anybody, to be honest with you. Like, I think that people will troll the stream. Other teams will troll the stream, but I don't think we'll get any questions.
But they'll troll it as in.
They'll just watch it. They won't participate. 'Cause anybody can watch the stream.
Okay.
Like, anybody can log on and see it and listen to it.
We could be being watched right now.
They don't have to join.
Do we remember that? Are we being watched? Guys, we could possibly be being watched right now.
I've got a theory about that.
Is that your theory?
When we were in the woods, remember, Jordan?
Was that that crazy guy?
The crazy guy, and we're like, guys, we could be being watched right now.
Yeah. Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the least
So where does it-
favorite scene to shoot when that all happened?
I didn't say it was the least favorite scene.
I damaged my car, like, trying to get people
Yeah.
out of there
Oh,
in the
yeah.
process. What's
Out
the...
of the woods?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Those
hit a
huge
log.
logs.
Hit a log.
Oh.
Put a big dent in my car.
There was no
Yeah.
roads. Stop talking about this until we can reminisce.
Well, we're live.
Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah. So,
That I wasn't aware of,
so
but-
So we're gonna chat amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
And then when the questions.
how do you know if we're getting a question?
We got to watch Twitter for the questions.
Oh,
Have,
And
you got
you're on
Twitter
that,
set up?
yeah,
And-
I have my feed. I have
Wait.
Facebook up. I have.
Can people join in and like video like me?
No.
No.
Everybody else will just be watching.
Oh, they'll just chat.
Well,
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. And if they want to participate, they have to tweet their questions.
Right. Okay. Don't
Yeah.
believe me. Just watch.
This connection?
But like Facebook doesn't work, but this I think works. So I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi or me.
We may have to set up a hotspot for Steven to connect to.
It's kind of working, kind of not. Facebook doesn't work, but this.
I'm gone.
We're back online.
There we go. Jordan's making faces. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was entertaining, everybody.
Okay.
We got a haircut today, and the guy fucked it up. I mean, the guy messed it up. You gotta watch my language here.
That's why you
Yeah,
need
well-
to do it yourself.
We'll keep it.
I'm not qualified for that.
Well, apparently neither was he.
Yeah, I know, but it's okay. Well, fine.
Oh.
Now you're gonna have to start work on your feeling if you turn the video up there.
Are you laying on... I feel like this is a hate me like one of your French girls type moment.
Dolce & Gabbana, the one.
CK1, yeah. Nothing can cheat me in my Calvins.
Okay, so is Steven going through your hotspot?
Well, it's working
Yeah.
now anyway. So.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Oh, I'm just wondering if we're going to have another bottleneck, though. Oh, well.
So we are live. So,
Yeah.
So who's monitoring Twitter? Do we have a question yet?
No. Maybe you should do some kind of introduction, Mike.
I don't think so. No.
They don't know who we are.
Yeah, well, not really.
The
We're just here
introduction.
live on
Yeah.
air.
Yeah.
Group of
Yeah.
people.
So, Mike, who are you?
Nobody.
Well, I'll
What are you
start.
talking about? Mike.
We'll do a quick round of introductions.
Yeah.
So I'm Paul, producer, writer, audio, scoring, and talent. I always forget that one.
So talented, Paul.
So talented. Oh,
So,
many
so
hats.
talented.
Many hats. Yeah. Dana?
I'm Dana. I am a producer, casting director, story editor, wardrobe consultant, and anything else that needed to be done.
Craft services.
Oh, yeah.
Production manager.
Yes, you threw the wrap party.
Yeah.
Head cupcake maker.
Head
Oh,
cupcake
yes.
maker, yep. Treat
You made
maker.
cupcakes. I don't know if that was for theories, but you brought cupcakes the one time.
Yeah.
It might have been for another
You missed,
production.
you
I
missed
don't know.
the Rice Krispies squares.
Oh, see, I was like, I'm so jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I'm Tabitha, and I'm one of the actors, and I played the role of Sarah.
Steven, and you are?
The writer director of Pestis. Theories looks awesome, by the way.
As does Pestis.
Yes,
Of course.
exactly.
See, we're having a little bit of competition, but we're also friends.
Yeah.
We're together.
Yeah. We never met each other until tonight, but
Right.
Not true.
yeah,
That's why we've got the video footage in case anything goes wrong.
exactly. Exactly. The film community in London is very big, and so it's really difficult to run into other people that are making films in the city. And
And joining us remotely is Jordan.
Hello.
actor.
I'm Jordan Towes. I'm one of the actors in Theories. I play the role of Charles.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
So there.
Good role you do. Good job.
You guys any viewers yet?
Anyway.
Any viewer or like?
Yep, we have one viewer. I'm checking with them to see if they have a question.
Should I connect this?
If you lose us,
Jordan's keeping us entertained.
if you lose us,
Extreme
yeah.
close-up.
If you lose us, don't worry about it. We'll be right back. We have a slow connection. Actually, the NSA.
So it's
the
you,
NSA
not me, right?
Yeah, the NSA is trying to shut us down because.
Yeah, they're listening in on us.
If you lose us, keep them entertained, okay?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so
Wait,
we have.
am I losing you, or are you losing?
I think that you're losing us.
Yeah.
It's a little congested of a stream over here, so
Yeah.
we're doing the best we can. It may drop out from time to time. We'll be back within seconds, though.
All
So,
right.
yeah.
Okay, so we have one
All right.
question. Should we
Okay.
go questions now?
Sure.
Or should we do like an introduction to what theories actually
No,
is?
let's just do questions. I don't
Let's
want.
start with a question.
I feel like I've talked about theory so much that
You just want to get to the
I
point.
do.
Okay, so first question is from Facebook, from Sarah. Hi, Sarah. How did you come up with the idea for Theories, and why did you decide to go through with production for it?
Okay, I can answer that.
Oh, yeah.
We were kind of looking at doing it as a web series, and we had a team of people together, writers and filmmakers, and we were trying to figure out an idea to do. And originally we thought about, let's have like a portal. We'll do this portal thing, and I don't know, it wasn't really working. And then I was working nights with a friend of mine, and we started listening to this show called. Actually, I talked to some friends who had these really crazy conspiracy theory ideas, and I began to think about it'd be fun to do a show, a film about conspiracy theories, about not the conspiracy theory, but the people who believe in conspiracy theories, right? And then one of the writers, Christian Mitchell, he said, "Oh, there's this show on called Coast to Coast AM, which starts at like midnight. We should listen to it." So we listened to that, and it began to really seem like the conspiracy theorists themselves, in some cases, were much more interesting than the conspiracy theories. So that sort of started us on making this film about it. And then we pushed ahead with production on it because I believe, and I'm assuming the rest of the people here believe that you know, you can wait around forever to get the money to make a film, or you can make films with what you have. And so we thought that, you know, since we want to make films, you know, it wouldn't be just enough to write it or just to talk about making the film. We felt that we needed to actually go through and shoot it, and like the Sinku contest just kind of came up as part of the process we're going through in this journey of making the. You guys kind of came on at various stages, so I mean, if you feel free to input, you know, your contribution and why you stuck it out, basically, because it was a lot of work.
Why did you? How did you get involved?
How I got involved?
How did you get involved and decide that you wanted to do this project?
Okay, originally Sam, who is one of the other actors from the movie, asked me to rehearse lines with him for an audition that he had coming up. So we went and started to rehearse that out in Vic Park, and then he's like, hey, like, here's the link for it, you should apply as well. I'm like, okay, sure, why not? So I sent in an application, my resume, or whatever else I sent at that point in time, and it was the next day, so I didn't really expect to hear back then. I'm like, probably all the slots are filled. So comes the next day, and I still hadn't received an email back saying, okay, come in for an audition or anything. So
That's casting's fault.
So I just assumed that like all the spots were full.
I believe it went to Mike's production company and did not get forwarded to
Either way,
series casting.
Finger pointing.
yeah, either way, like I get a call from Sam the next day. He's like, hey, I'm headed up to the audition. Like, are you coming? Are you on your way? I'm like, oh, I never got a response, so I'm just not gonna go. I'm like, good luck with your audition. He's like, okay, well, here's the address. Show up. I'm like, I don't know. Just do it. Okay, fine. So I show up. Well, what's the worst they can say is no, they don't have any more slots available. So he's like, all right, it's at the library, this room upstairs. So I didn't even have an audition piece or anything. I didn't know what I was doing. I just kind of showed up. I was like, oh, this looks like the right room. Knock on the door. Hi, none of you know me, but you're doing auditions today, and I'd kind of like to take part. So I just was given a script then, read it over once, and then basically auditioned right there on the spot.
Wow.
So,
well, just so you know, we had actually picked somebody else, but the emails got mixed up, and so we told you that you got the part, but really it was somebody else.
oh yeah, good to clear that up now instead of defining that up.
Just
in
kidding. Yeah. No, you know, Woody Allen said it best: 80% of success is showing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I mean, I don't know if anybody casting a film would be like, oh no, you weren't on our list. No, we don't want to see what you have to offer. I mean, it is like, you know, I'm glad that you did take the time to and take the chance to try it out, because like I just honestly couldn't see any other actress in that role. Like, I think that you really are the right person for that particular character, because, you know, that character needed to be strong and vulnerable at the same time. And I think you did a really good job of being that person.
So it just worked out that I showed up and was kind
well,
of needed
serendipity.
Well, a lot of this film, there lucky things happen. Like the factory that we shot in, you know, it just kind of came magically into, like, we didn't look for it, it came to us, right? So, you know, and even the camera that we used, I mean, we were looking at hiring somebody to do the cinematography, and they everybody wanted like $1,000 a day, and I was like, damn, if I could just get my hands on a Blackmagic cinema camera. And then somebody's like, oh, I'm selling one. I shot my girlfriend for 5 minutes with it, now I don't want it anymore. So, you know, yeah.
And
Okay.
we're
We're
back.
back.
There we go.
So one of the reasons we need people to support our film is so we can afford a better internet connection.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I did a speed test and I was.
I'm back.
Okay. Did that answer her question?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and we have another question from Rhonda.
I'm Rhonda. So
Hello.
And, oh, there's the camera. How excited are you to be live and showing all your hard work complete? Well, that's a two-part. How excited are we? We're very excited because we did finish the principal photography.
Yes.
But the hard work, post-production, it can be more work. than
Actually, no.
production.
Post-production isn't even the part that's the hardest. It's just marketing per se.
Oh,
It's killing me. I mean, like, wow. It's like, you know.
We're not marketers.
No.
We're filmmakers. So
Yeah.
if there are any marketers
That are
that are watching right now,
Take this as a hint.
please give us a
yes.
call.
Yeah.
We'd
Call
love to
us.
say hi. Work with you, possibly.
Yeah.
It's all password as well.
Oh.
ABC 1 2 3 4 5.
Don't say it on live air.
Well, it has to be.
Not that they'd be like within
It
that
has to
area.
be
anyways.
nearby.
And all the pedophiles show up.
Oh.
We have an interesting sense of humor over here on Theories. In case you haven't noticed.
So.
Well, I guess relating still to that question, it's exciting being on air and not knowing who's watching, but scary at the same point.
Yeah, I find that creepy.
Yeah.
Not so much exciting, but
But yet you're still aware that people are watching.
yeah.
We didn't
So
ask
that makes it
Jordan.
better.
Jordan, how did you get involved in Theories?
How did I get involved? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I originally it started with me finding the audition on Mandy.com. And I think what happened is I applied, I read the story. Are we still here? Everyone's frozen. Am I on my own?
We think we
Hello?
we hope we have it. We hope we have it worked out now.
Are we? Hello?
Yep.
What'd you miss?
Yeah, carry on, Jordan.
Did you miss anything good?
I don't know.
Oh, I said some golden stuff.
Oh,
Okay,
y-
well, you're going to have to say it again.
give her
for
again,
us.
buddy.
Oh yeah, we didn't hear anything. All we heard was
Oh, my God. So it originally started with Mandy.com. I found the audition. I read the description they had. I read the short description of all the characters. It seemed interesting, so I just applied, and that was last summer in Toronto. And I ended up getting the part, and then I finally got the sides and read through the sides, and I was like, I love these characters. I really want to get into this. These characters they're just a lot of fun, right? And I think any one of them I really liked, and actually Charles was my favorite, and I was lucky enough to land that. And so I drove all the way to London for the audition, and ended up getting it. And then yeah.
And you're still glad you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember seeing one of the other actors in there, Ben, and
You guys auditioned the same day. Same
yeah,
part?
we auditioned the same day, same part.
Yeah, I think both, yeah.
Oh, geez, I remember seeing him, and I'm like, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
One thing that's interesting is that we spent a lot of time on the script. Like we really did slave over it and try to get it to a level that we could, that we thought was good writing. And it's interesting because we had a number of actors tell us that it was the writing of the script, it was the script that really made them want to be part of the project. So to me, that was a really good first sign, right? If the actors were excited by the characters and by the story, then we hoped that the audience would be as well.
Yeah. And there were a bunch of revisions too. Like I remember having the script and being like, okay, now these parts are cut.
Yeah.
Or this part is slightly changed and not like a whole lot in there.
Yeah.
But I remember my script changing up a good amount of time.
Yeah, it was sort of a work in progress, and this is a fairly common thing, and that's why they have the different colored pages for scripts, because they know that like you don't want to just say, if there's an opportunity to change it, make it better prior to the shoot, it's good to do. But also,
Even the night of the shoot.
yeah, there was actually changes that occurred during the shoot. I mean, somebody said that you make your film 3 times. You write it, and then you shoot it, and then you edit it, and each one is a variation on the original concept, right? And so, we did make some changes right before production, and then some changes during production. And there's a good chance that we're going to do some more work this year and potentially do a little more shooting and reshoot some stuff and add some new stuff this
Serious?
summer. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So like your character,
Yeah.
your character has a horrible thing happen to her.
Yeah.
Do I get to have more blood on me again?
No.
an underground parking lot.
Yeah, no, yeah. So yeah.
And it's funny, Sam's part, I actually wrote.
Sponsored by Tim Hortons.
Yes.
Just having a little bit of snack break.
And we're back.
Hello.
Yeah, actually, when Jordan was mentioning Sam's part, I remembered how I wrote that mostly for me, like with me in mind. Not that I had to do it, but that was sort of how and then I thought, okay, I can deliver this because I wrote it. And then Sam came in, and holy smokes, I was like, heck with me, I'm out. I'm out.
So how did you go from Eli to Mr. Chandler? How did that
Oh,
happen?
you know what? That's all really, really foggy for me. How did that happen?
Well,
I knew I wasn't.
I'm
Eli.
gonna say it's probably foggy for you because you were sick as a dog for the entire production.
Yeah.
You were sick. Like there was literally one day I came over and I needed to get in and Paul wasn't answering the phone or the door and I looked in the window and he was laying on the couch like pale as a ghost with his hat on. I'm like, oh my god, he's dead. Should I let myself?
I panicked.
Yeah.
Data, I think he's dead. Like, what do? Do I like go in or do I let him just like hope that he's sleeping and leave him alone?
Yeah.
Like,
So my thought process was, okay, if he's sleeping or versus dead, I thought, well, if he's dead, then it doesn't matter. He's gone. But if he's sleeping, he probably needs the sleep, and I'm gonna leave him alone. So, but yeah, I
he'll
felt
still
so
be dead in a couple hours.
exactly. I felt so bad looking in the window and seeing you all like, But
right, I forgot about that.
yeah, but I would say that I don't know, why did we end up getting you as that character?
I think it came to a combination of Paul is quite talented,
Yeah.
and also it was difficult to find people.
I'm sorry, what? No. We picked you because you were awesome.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't
And
honestly
sentence,
think,
sir.
not to know
No,
your
I
talent at
to
all,
kind of fill the role, yeah.
but I think it was really difficult to find people of an age that,
And type that would be that type of
exactly kind of
businessman, a psycho, but
kind of an evil type character.
Yeah.
I didn't specify earlier. I play Mr. Chandler.
Oh yeah, it's Mr. Chandler.
Yeah.
I just thought you'd be good because you look evil.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Do they know who any of the? Oh god, I'm gone.
Sorry to all the viewers out. Sorry to all the viewers out there, but we have so many people watching us that it's crashing our servers. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Too popular.
It may happen.
Does everyone know who the characters are? I mean, like, kind of.
Oh, we haven't listed each of the characters in the film, just those that are here today.
Right. Okay.
Should we start with?
Well, I think we have a question, so maybe.
Oh.
Yeah.
That
Shoot.
works.
Okay, so from Beck. Hi, Beck.
Hello.
What was the best and worst experience during filming of the film?
I would say meeting Dana was probably the worst experience. Just kidding.
No, the other one. That's the best.
I'll let you guys answer. I don't want to go this off. Who wants to answer that one?
Well, I think one of the worst for me was just I wasn't able to be on that forest set in the woods. And long story short, there was like a 5 degrees of separation from the person who authorized us to use the woods to us actually going to the woods, and we were not in the right location.
Yes.
So we used it, and then right about near the end of the second day.
Yeah, the second day after we let the cameraman and his assistant sleep out overnight in tents, we're on the next day of shooting that night, and we had just got set up. And we have a man start to scream at us from the woods, "Who are you people and what are you doing in there?" And we're like, "We're shooting a film." "No, you're not in my woods, and I'm like, well, we have approval to do this. No, you don't. And like, all I could picture was this guy with a shotgun. You know? Yeah.
And then I get the panic call here, and I have to call the OPP and everybody in that area that we knew. That boy. But crisis was averted, and in the end, we pulled it off.
I think for me, the worst part was the last day of shooting, trying to shoot the scene where the characters are running away from a certain thing.
The green screen.
And it started to snow outside. It was snowing, and we couldn't use it, and it got worse. And it was November. I mean, it was.
It was supposed to be summer,
it was,
and we.
We ran a little late.
Yeah.
And so we have the actors in the underground parking garage with a handheld green screen behind them, running around.
Stretching it to the max because it's way too small to even be like
so
the height for the tall actors.
So that may be one of those things that we reshoot this summer. We'll see. Parts of that might be usable. The green screen was surprisingly effective though. Like it's like really there's no shadows on it. I mean it looks like
it's the footage from what we got from it.
Yeah, it looks like it's usable, but it hasn't been done yet. So yeah.
What about the good? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. There we go.
Every time we cut out, we come back and Jordan's making
faces.
Yeah, what about ow?
And then we'll come back and do best.
Okay.
Okay, that was my sort of worst there, I guess.
Is that your worst?
I think so, yeah. Everything else went pretty smoothly.
Do you want to do your or what's your worst?
I don't know if they were worse. They were just like hilarious stories and stuff like that. Like I remember the one filming upstairs here that we did with the milk scene where I had to drink the milk, and me and MJ and I don't like drink milk ever. So I don't know whose idea it was. Oh, we'll just add some water to it and we'll water it down. It'll be good. I don't know if that's gonna make it better, but sure, okay, we'll do that. So we're like filming, and then of course after we actually drank the milk, and like, oh sorry, we didn't get that shot. And I was like, are you kidding me? I gotta drink it again, like choking this back down. And like I can't chug it in the first place, so the one where I actually had to chug the milk, it was taking so much longer. And I don't know, it might have added to the scene.
You know, I didn't actually see that any of the milk drinking in any of the footage or like that, so that may be something you have to do.
Yeah, we're gonna do again. Oh, it was awful.
My worst? I think for me the worst was I was in school, I'm in advanced filmmaking at Fanshawe, and I was in school, so I had full-time course load, and I was also doing theories as much as I possibly could. So I would be in, editing class and get a panic call about, oh, such and such actor's not here, Sam.
No names.
Where is he? So I would have to, pop out to be like, oh, let's go to the bathroom, professor, and pop out and make a quick call. Sam, are you going to be on set soon? Oh, I thought my call time was later. Stuff like that, where I didn't have as much time as I would have liked to devote to theories or to school either.
Well, there's still lots of work left to do, so.
There's lots, yes.
So Stephen, what was your scariest experience on theories?
Just kidding. I wish I could have stories.
There was one other thing that I thought was really funny was we were shooting here and we were.
Oh, and the cold. Sorry, I have to throw the cold was awful. The camping scene was brutal. It was what? September?
Yeah.
Mid-September. And I don't know if it snowed necessarily, but it was really.
It was cold.
It was.
The first night there were flurries, right? I think there were flurries.
And we were out there all day and pretty much all night till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
There were two other things that happened. We were shooting here and we were fogging it up because Eli's a stoner, and so we have him like hitting the bomb really hard. And suddenly this alarm started going off, right? And then this voice, carbon monoxide poisoning is imminent. Carbon monoxide poisoning is imminent. We didn't know what it was. Like, we're like, oh my God, where's that coming from? Right? It turns out it was like you have a built-in carbon monoxide detector.
Yeah,
The other-
fire alarms.
Yeah, and we were worried that maybe it was connected to like a system and that we were gonna have like, you know, a fire truck show up front. We're like, oh my God. Oh, make it even lower.
Pretty lower.
Yeah, make it, because we don't have to be pretty. Oh, there we go.
You can't see, like, I
Okay, we just
That's
got
a
a
little. That's a little too low.
Yeah, I'm
How
back.
bad is that? Hey, how bad do we look at your end, Jordan?
I can't hear anyone.
Oh,
No.
how bad do we look at your end? Oh,
We're good now.
okay.
Ah, good. Okay.
The other thing,
1080p.
the other thing,
Not
the other
quite.
the other thing that was that happened was that the factory, we were getting dive bombed by bats because like at the factory that we shot at.
I didn't
Oh
hear
yeah,
that.
oh yeah. So at the factory that we shot at, there was a big gaping hole that led.
I remember seeing. I don't remember them like diving or whatever, but I
Oh,
remember
they
seeing them
were.
like flying through the roof. And I was
Yeah,
like, ah,
yeah.
no way.
There was bats like I didn't point it out, but there was bats swooping down
I'm
and
really glad
I
you
mean,
did not
there-
point that out.
yeah,
That would be
yeah.
weird.
Yeah, I remember them.
I
yeah.
have to go home now.
You have to leave.
Aw.
Who's
No,
gonna-
I mean,
Oh.
Oh.
I was like, done.
Talk about commitment.
Yeah.
It's been 15 minutes. I gotta go.
And Jordan, what's your story?
Huh?
Your bad
Oh.
something crazy that happened.
Well, I only have good stories. Well, hey-oh, widescreen.
Oh, what's your favorite then?
Well, for me, it was just getting to work with everyone. I think the actors had a really good chemistry together. I think we all became friends outside of it for the most part, and
Like
through that we really got along on set, and that made it so much more fun. I mean, it's great when you get along with everyone because you're already spending 12 to 16 hours a day with them, so it's great when you like each other.
Well, I hope that holds because if I have my way, I want to turn it into a TV show. That would be if I could.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about doing a web series this summer with it, but my ultimate goal would to maybe make it a TV show. I think that'd be awesome.
There's so much content.
HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like footage that we
Netflix.
have turned
Netflix,
back.
yeah, Netflix.
No, like right
Hello,
after-
Netflix.
well,
Netflix,
there's-
if you're watching.
There's going to be new content for the webisodes,
About related to theories.
all related to the characters and related to like prequel content and sequel content. But the idea is to start preparing it and packaging it in episodes, like episodic TV, and with the goal of pitching it as a TV show. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be so
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah. We'll have to replace all the cast.
Just kidding.
I'm irreplaceable.
I would like.
Can't do it.
I actually would like all the original cast to be part of it because we want to use the film as like the
Promote
A pilot.
well, as the pilot basically
Yeah.
as a
Okay.
pilot. Yeah.
I remember the other thing, like from the factory, just kind of a long story, is like going back in MJ's car, basically wrapped up in shower curtains, because from the one morgue scene that we filmed, that's what we had that, and then I had to be covered in blood later, so I couldn't put my coat back on, and I just wanted to get home to sleep, because I don't know what time it was that we were finished, so I'm like, I'm not showering there, I'm just gonna go home.
I
So
think you
I'm
had
like,
to work or something the next day.
I have no clue what I had to do then, but yeah, I just know being wrapped up in shower curtains to stop the fake blood from going on a car, but also because I didn't
Right.
want to like coat my coat and all this fake blood.
Could you imagine if you guys had a car
Or-
accident? Wait. Could you imagine if they'd had a car accident on the way home and then were knocked out but weren't really hurt, but then the ambulance shows up like, oh my God, they're covered in blood and they're wrapped like the. You guys
Yeah,
would have looked
mummy.
like. You guys would have looked like I don't know, like serial killer victims. You know,
Explain that.
covered in blood and wrapped in shower
Yeah.
curtains and.
I remember like after one shot that I did, it was in fake blood, but I ended earlier. I think I ended by 5 because I was directing a play back home. I didn't have enough time to shower or anything in between either, so I show up to these like younger kids covered in blood all down my arms, and I'm like, guys, like it's just fake, don't panic or anything. And I'm like, all right, so on with directing.
Oh, well, you should have said this is part of being an actor, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm like, I
okay.
just came from filming a movie.
Yeah, I would have gone.
So,
I would have gone.
Yeah, to excite everybody.
I would have gone. I bleed for my art. I bleed for.
Not to mention, right before, I was like, okay, I'm kind of exhausted. There was a Timmy's right beside the church where we were doing the production, for the theater production. So I go to order a coffee, not thinking that I have like this fake blood dried up to my hands, hand over the money, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm just like, that probably looks so unsanitary. I'm like, that's awful. I'm just kind of like shame.
It's corn syrup.
Yeah. I remember directing MJ and Ben in that music video type shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, we went to Tim Hortons, and MJ was still in her goth wig. She had the long red wig and the bright red lipstick and the corset and all done up, and she's high boots, and she's walking up to the register, and like parents are kind of grabbing their children and going the opposite way and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, kudos to MJ for stepping up and doing her own makeup several times. Like that was when we wrote it. It never dawned on us like how much work and time would go into creating that goth look. Like it was, and I'm sorry, but makeup artists are a difficult and unreliable bunch to work with. So. It was good that MJ actually had the skill of makeup artist because she did an amazing job. Actually, like really impressive work.
You did it better than the one of the makeup artists.
True, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she didn't like
attention to detail as
yeah,
well.
Yeah, and she didn't complain about having to do it, but I know she didn't want to. So we all really appreciated that she did it because it's an extra 2 hours worth of work to get done up in that costume, and that's with somebody else doing it. So for her to have to do it herself in a little mirror, like that's hard work. Awesome.
Yeah. Everybody's stepped
And
up.
kudos to the cast and our PAs that would have to be trying to help her when I wasn't there, zipping up or lacing up her corset. Jordan, I think you got
Check, please. Sorry.
I think you got that pleasure a few times.
I mean, yes, I had to help her do up her corset.
Several times. You loved it, didn't you?
She just needed the help, so
Stepping up.
True
had to step it up and help her out. Take one for the team, right?
Yeah.
So I think we answered that question. Any more? No more questions.
I know the story.
Okay, let's
It's kind of related to that. It was, I don't know, I had to be at this location. It was kind of near the superstore where you guys were filming Offset of the Woods.
Yeah.
And I mapped it out, had it all in my mind of where I needed to go, and I'm like, okay, I need to listen for the street. Yeah, out by Sifton Bog.
Oh,
and I need to listen to the street name on the bus. Anyways, the bus keeps going. I'm like, now we're going like outside of London. This is no good. So I'm like, I need to get off the bus. So I get off. The bus driver is like, because I asked him, whereabouts is this? He's like, oh, it's back that way. You missed it a couple stops ago. He's like, do you want to just take the loop back around? And I was just like, no, it's fine. I'll walk. Like, I need to get there super fast. So, like, I'm running. This is when it's, like, boiling out, too. I don't know what time of year this was, but I have, like, my coat on, which I'm in my bag. Yeah, so I'm just, like, running back up to this corner, thinking the bus stop was right up there. It was a couple more back, so I was, like, dripping in sweat. It was awful. By the time I get up to this corner, and then I'm like, okay, now I go this way. Unknowingly, I had reversed the map in my mind because I'm awful with directions, so I started going up the one way. There was, like, construction going on. It was, like, all the pavement was off. There was these construction workers,
That's
It's still like that.
I don't remember
Yeah.
what it was.
That was the day we had
That was the day
wrap
that I
and
never even
review.
got to my scene. But yeah, so I'm like walking on down this road and it just keeps going and going, and I'm just like, I don't see the road I'm supposed to turn off of. So I gave, I think, you a call, Mike.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, so like how far are you guys from Rona? Because like this road is awful to walk on. I didn't bring a vehicle to Rona. Where are you? So anyway, I ended up finding I went the complete opposite direction. And one of the construction workers had kind of like, okay, like kind of move on over the side because like it's not safe to be walking here. But I'm like, I have to get to my movie set. Like I need to go this way. I have no other way. So anyways, they offered me a ride back, which I was like kind of skeptical because I'm like, I don't know like who I'm getting in a vehicle with. These just like they had their name on the side of the truck and everything. I'm like, okay, I think
Did
this
you
is
text
safe.
us?
I don't
I'm getting into
know.
a car.
Yeah, I'm like,
This is the
I'm
life
not
of
sure. So like anyways, we're like driving on back. I end up getting dropped off at I think the Subway because you guys were doing like a meal run at that point in time, and then just kind of hanging outside pizza for a little bit, and Ben shows up in the car and it's like, okay, we're gonna order food, and these are like all the specific requirements for all these subs and what not to put on this one, what to put in this one, and someone needs this, and I was like, whoa, okay. So then I'm carrying food back. Get back to the set, and they're like, oh yeah, we can't film you our piece today.
I know that's the part I was waiting for is the
Yeah.
fact that after all that we were like, oh, we can't
So
shoot
then
yours
I got
today. Was it because we were running late or?
Magic hour.
It was getting dark around.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So we weren't able to film that.
Oh yeah, we drove and found.
I had to go and help
Yeah.
MJ with her makeup because we had to get her ungothed, I think, or regothed. I think it was ungothed.
Yeah.
And then we ended up changing the location too because we never did go back to film there. We filmed out near Gibraltar's.
Right, yeah.
That's where I ended up doing my first day on set.
Yeah, that was your first day. Was the
I
last?
believe
the
so.
last-
The day that we were
the
hoping it
last
wouldn't
scene.
snow or rain.
The last scene was your first actual shoot day.
Yes.
Wow, that's ironic.
Yes.
Oh.
It was completely backwards.
Well, you know, the thing about low budget filmmaking is that you never have any. It's like not even that you don't have enough time or money. You don't have any time and you don't have any money, right?
Mhm.
So like trying to
That's
finish
the thing
it.
about us is we're all holding down full-time jobs or school, or there was not one person who was doing this
Like
as
just
their full-time
theories, yeah.
career.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Woohoo!
Yes! Jordan, what was your favorite memory from set?
Oh, jeez.
Did you have a favorite film or scene to film?
Oh, favorite scene to film?
Hmm.
I really like the camping scene at night. I mean, other than it being freezing out and it being really, really cold out,
Mhm.
other than that, it was lots of fun to shoot. Just because we got to, sit around, hang out. It felt like camping.
Mm.
Who doesn't like camping?
It was supposed to look like camping.
Yeah.
It would have been cool if it had been like when it was supposed to be, and we'd been able to shoot it in August or July, and we could have actually camped out, and
It would have been warm.
that would
And
have
also, a lot of the scenes with Eli, or Sam, who plays Eli, he's kind of like an eccentric character. We'd always like bicker in our scenes, and he'd always, either provoke my character or make fun of him or do things like that, and that was a lot of fun to do too. A lot of improv. So,
Crispy critters
Yeah.
give you the.
So we've got a few viewers there. Is there some way that they can ask questions in the chat window? Is that chat window part of the?
Oh,
stream?
we should reiterate that just tweet to @TheoriesMovie, and we'll pick up the tweets and answer questions that way.
Yeah. So @TweetTheoriesMovie.
I thought there was a chat window.
There is a chat window, but I don't.
It's not for viewers. It's just for
Oh.
Jordan and
Us.
ourselves.
What?
I know.
Dumb. I know.
Third, I thought this was a Google Hangout.
Well, it is.
we're
Oh,
all
we're hanging out.
Yeah.
We're hanging out and answering as many questions as we can. Oh,
Yes.
another viewer.
Yeah. So I think. Oh, can you draw on this? You should put the @theories. Just
let's
draw
try
it in
that.
at the bottom. So questions @theories.
What, like a paint?
Yeah. He was.
Oh, 1990s.
Can you type?
Okay, let's.
You'll do the text. Yeah.
okay.
Just put
Forward
questions.
questions to at the
Yeah.
youth.
I'm all like confused now. I'm on the different side of the screen. I don't understand. No,
Oh.
but I'm on like a different
Okay.
side.
Searching
of the
for a
screen. It
face.
used to be-
Oh,
Right.
it's reversed.
Oh.
Flipped. Okay,
Oh.
I didn't notice because I was in the middle.
Okay.
So I wasn't aware that like
There you
everyone was all
go.
flipped
Can you
over.
change the color to something?
Does that mean like
Why do you
not
hate green? Why do
I
you-
hate that neon green.
I like the neon
I love
green.
neon green.
I do too. No, it needs to be something more.
Let's make
Yeah, that's-
everything
yeah, that-
green.
that works.
We'll
I
just
think-
change like the
No,
poster
for
theories to
neon
like
green.
bright lime green
Oh,
lettering.
but every single time, it's like Mike
But-
puts up the
But that's
Cinecoop.
that's the color of sci-fi's, like, you
It
know,
doesn't have to be.
sickly green.
It's like slime.
It's just
Yeah.
like
Stands out, right?
What color would you make it, Dana? Why must you always?
It'd be pink.
Why must you always fight me?
Anyone want some
I
pear?
challenge you.
Yes.
What, Jordan?
You want some pear?
Pears?
Pears.
Like the food?
Are you in Paul? Can we get out of that?
Oh, get rid of the. Oh.
He's
Ah.
eating pear.
But
To
That
keep
was
this
it.
movie related.
Okay, so Jordan, I have to say I felt really bad about something. You know, Dana wrote this Dana wrote this big, you know, bare-chested scene for you to do, and do you remember that? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I have a
Anyway,
knife in my hand here.
you know, I noticed that you were like eating like special things, and you were like not eating any of the stuff that everyone else was eating, and it never really dawned on me that you were actually physically preparing for that particular shoot. And then when we went to shoot it, I was like, oh, we're in such a rush. Don't worry about Dana's not here. Don't worry about taking off your shirt. We'll just do it as one whole scene. But I felt kind of bad because it kind of dawned on me later that were you actually doing stuff to prepare for that, like getting ripped and, you know, being in shape for
You
that?
had a photo shoot or something, didn't you? For like
Yeah, it just happened to work out together. I was already kind of like preparing for something else, but the timing was kind of the same.
Right.
So I was like,
Jordan, your knife is kind of scaring me a little bit.
Well, all I can say is that you did manage to get your shirt off during the climactic end scene. Do you remember that?
what?
Oh yeah, during the running in the hallway underneath Dana's place, you were all like taking your shirt off.
Oh, right. Oh, my God.
I think that was just behind the scenes.
I'm pretty sure that was behind the scenes.
Yeah,
I don't think that ever.
I think we were filming that.
I don't think so.
Well, all I know is that if we have to, we're gonna put that
I do
up
remember Jordan dancing for the camera we made a mini documentary for one of my school projects, and Jordan was doing a little bit of a dance for us. Do you remember that, Jordan?
Well, okay, I haven't seen any of this.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure you just
It's all news to me here.
You'll see it on the next Sinku mission.
Oh, God.
It just happens so often he's not aware of when he does it.
Yeah. So do you have any questions there?
Oh, we had one question actually
Oh.
that I really like this one. Where can we donate and sponsor money?
Oh wow. That's a
I
good
like that. That's a
question.
very good question.
We had a thing on Indiegogo.
Oh, okay, not yeah.
Yeah, we had a thing on Indiegogo, which is currently done. I don't know. I guess I don't know. We haven't really thought about it.
Yeah,
Just
that's
email,
something.
if you would like to contribute anything,
Email Mike.
yeah. You can contact us, send us a message through our Facebook page,
Yeah.
Theories Movie on Facebook,
Yeah. Or the website is theoriesmovie.com.
and our contact information should be there. Tweets, you can send us a message, and we'll be happy to follow you, and we can have a direct message conversation.
But also, if you don't want to send money, you can contact the organizers of Sinku and tell them that we should be the wild card one and we should be one of the top 5.
What is
Yeah.
So yeah, let's grab the actual Sinku.
When do we know who made it on as like the wild card?
It's Monday, I think.
I don't know.
So
It's always Monday that the new round gets posted,
Right.
So
Mhm.
I think
I like
that's
8
it.
or 9.
But I don't know who got in as the wild card on the top 30 because wouldn't that have been the thing?
So if you would like to support Theories, you can tweet at Cinecoop, CINECOUP, and tell them how much you love Theories and how much you want to see our film. And hopefully we can get in there on the wild card and get back in the game. We're not giving up. Theories is a passion project for all of us. We really believe in it.
Yeah.
As you can see, we have 2 of our actors here that were kind enough to join us, and we hope that you are still.
Hope that we can film it again or
Yeah.
stuff related to it.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
A couple things we had talked about, like we have done all the principal photography for the most part, but we had sort of talked about if we had one Cineku, we would have gone back and reshot the film with like maybe a 4K camera. But the other thing is that you know, even though we didn't make the top 30, I really think the contest is hugely beneficial for all the participants because it really forces you, missions force you to do a lot of the things that I think filmmakers overlook and don't get around to doing, which is the marketing and the re-envisioning and just the fan outreach and stuff like that. So we're gonna stick it out to the end, or as long as we're able to, because I think it has real value for getting the word out there about Canadian films and about all the different films that are on there. So
And it just promotes it in general too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of the people that I'm friends with on Facebook, or to just be able to share that and have them keep coming back for more before the actual movie hits, instead
Yeah.
of just like, hey, here's a movie premiere.
yeah.
Now they know stuff leading up to it, bits and pieces about it, like interviews and stuff that's gone on, just photos or certain clips from the movie
Yeah.
that makes it that much more exciting for what is to come.
And the missions have been really challenging. Like they really force you to sort of look at your project in different ways and to really look for those things that a marketer might be looking for in order to help find an audience. And none of us have really invested a lot of time in the marketing side of things, and so it's been a bit of a
None of us are
challenge.
marketers. We could
Yeah.
use some marketing people.
Yeah.
We have another question.
Okay.
From Tim Turnell. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Who's been one of our biggest supporters since the beginning of Cineku.
Nice.
Thanks, Tim.
So first
Thank
of
you,
all, he
Tim.
says, you all seem to be a great team. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any ideas for a sequel once you're done with the first series?
Well, yeah. So we sort of touched on this earlier. The sequel, in my mind, is a TV series, something along the X-Files, something along the lines of X-Files, where there's like an ongoing story and then some standalone stories. And I'd like to see the characters sort of split up and come together and get pulled into different mysterious events and and find information and like right now the first thing that happens to them is they stumble into their own sort of conspiracy theory. But I think that the plan is to have them start investigating some of the ones that are out there. Like would love to have them pursue the missing Malaysian flight, right?
Mhm.
Like sort of make that something that they pursue. And I'm not so sure I want them to worry about like conspiracies from the past, like who shot like the JFK kind of stuff. I'm not really sure that I want them to go there. I'd rather have them find current,
More recent
more
stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Some stuff with the Snowden Files, WikiLeaks, the NSA.
Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, and possibly occasional.
Hello.
Yeah. How about you guys? Like, what would you guys like to see for a sequel?
I was thinking the same thing. Like, definitely a TV show. And I mean, we're talking
You know-
theories. It's
It's
wide
endless.
open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, there's plenty of stuff going on right now. Sorry, I'm not on camera. There's plenty of stuff going on right now. So I see no reason why we can't just pick from current affairs, and that'll keep it relevant and interesting. And we don't have to go into the fiction world,
Mhm.
right? So we can base it on what's happening and actually present some of the actual
Mhm.
going on.
Plus, I also I don't want to give anything away, but Tabitha's character, she is on a hunt for something, and we left it wide open to go in that direction as well, like to follow up with her character and what she's doing, right?
With
So
trying to get my mom
yeah,
back.
exactly.
Mhm.
So it's interesting. There's this theme of people going missing. Like there's people being physically missing, but also kind of emotionally missing as well. Like MJ's mom is emotionally missing due to the recent death of her husband, and I think there's an emotional missing component to Charles' father and as well. as well as a physical
And on his
missing
mother,
of his
yeah.
mother, and yeah. So I think there's a big part of the film is mystery. Like, and I think that's where the conspiracy theory kind of touches on the core theme of mystery, because conspiracy theories always pop up when there's sort of mysterious elements about things that are going on, and it makes people question stuff.
I think for me, I think theories could find a great home on Netflix. I think that's the direction I personally would love to take theories. I think there's a lot of really great shows. Bloodline,
Hemlock Grove,
Hemlock Grove, I'm completely obsessed with.
Daredevil, which I just started watching.
Yeah, Daredevil.
Yeah.
So I think that
House of Cards.
House of Cards,
Yeah.
thank you,
Yes.
Jordan, yeah.
House of Lies.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I like that show.
House of Lies.
House of Cards.
Oh.
so I think that's really where
Yeah.
theories could be find home and
Just
be
to know
popular.
that there's more that can come out of it is exciting too. To know that like that's not just the end what we've done.
Yeah.
That there's so much more potential
Oh,
for
God.
more out
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think what's interesting too is that like we really made this film on a shoestring budget. You know, the TV show Mayday has a budget of $100,000 per episode, and it's an hour-long show or a 45-minute long show. And you know, we did a feature-length film for like 10 grand, and that's like,
Out of
you
pocket.
know, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're really operating with a very small budget, but it would be nice to try to find sponsors or find some way of having a little more money to work with on the project, so we could actually do more with the story and do more special effects and things. Yeah. So the sequel will probably have more special effects and CGI kind of effects
Yeah.
without
I mean,
losing the strong
We
writing.
had to still write theories so that it was doable because we don't have
on such a low budget.
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
have a team of special effects artists. So if we were to find a home on Netflix or
Mm-hmm.
on television, then it's definitely something where we could start being even more creative.
We spent a lot of time on the writing. That was our big thing, the writing.
You guys all hate dialogue. I like dialogue.
Hate
I
dialogue.
love
Yeah, I gotta use the washroom. Sorry. Any more questions?
Live to air, Mike's going to camp.
Yeah.
Are you being ready to stay around for the whole thing? Because I'm gonna get going soon. I can be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick around for a little bit.
You are?
Yeah.
So I'm not getting. I got like one question.
Oh no.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, sorry, we should have said tweet Pestus.
Ah, it's okay.
What is it? At Pestus?
At Pestus the film.
At Pestus the film. Tweet them your questions as well. Go check
We
them
could like
out.
verbally give you questions.
Right. What's the question? Do you have any? It's a movie about
where
a
did-
hypochondriac getting a plague.
Where did it
and,
come from? Where did the idea come from?
Came from a visit to Edinburgh, Scotland, where I visited several plague museums and I saw plague doctors, hang around. And then I heard the story of a little girl being abandoned by her parents who had the plague, and her parents, as I said, abandoned her because they couldn't take care of her. And so the formation came from that story and seeing these images of plague doctors, and I became Pestus, and my own personal fear of getting sick. So, yeah.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And how did you find the characters to be in the movie? Like, did you just hold like an open audition, or did you know people?
Oh, I just had an open audition. Yeah.
Okay.
And how did you come up with the idea for the actual plague doctor? Like, how did the
The look and all that.
yeah, how did
Well,
Yeah.
I wanted something.
was the costume something you came up with, or was that?
Yeah, I left it kind of open to the mask maker that I sent the idea to, so he could, blend his own ideas into what I wanted. I just wanted something dead and plague doctor looking, so like half skull, half plague doctor, and so
Okay.
from that description, he made the plague doctor mask.
Yeah.
So, and it was like a perfect representation of what I wanted, half dead, half plague doctor.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
Great mask, very creepy.
Mhm.
Very, very unique, like iconic.
Yeah.
So-
Some people say that it looks something like this Slipknot mask. I don't know much about the band Slipknot, but
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Oh, Jordan, you know that does it resemble the Slipknot mask?
Well, they have a whole bunch of masks,
Oh.
So something.
but I get what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that band. Slipknot.
Oh, we're talking about the masks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
death metal band.
Oh.
Yeah, Steven's mask. Plate doctor. We
Yeah.
have masks in our film as well.
Hmm.
Those white
Coincidence.
masks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the one scene, we had like it shot from this direction, and then we had people move to other chairs on the other side because we didn't have enough people for extras.
Right.
So I remember doing that. It's like, okay, now you're somebody over here, and now you're someone over here, and I would just like turn this way so you don't look like the same person.
Yeah. The masks were meant to be creepy, but they also had a practical quality, which was that we could make a handful of people look like a lot more people.
Like a lot of the crew
Yeah.
being in those masks
Yeah.
around the tables.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had a very dedicated crew as well that would
Oh,
come
yeah.
out and would do anything
We
that they
we
had to.
yeah, we got really lucky. Our cast and crew were amazing. Like we didn't have any issues. Like sometimes you hear these horror stories about, cast or crew, but everything was just like awesome. Like it was, dream team really.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to share my favorite moment before, but I think just along the same lines as what Jordan was saying, just getting to meet everybody and being part of this experience where it was intense. We went through 2 months of intensive shooting. Really, when you think about how much we had to do, 3, 4, 5 days of shooting, basically.
Yeah.
And after availability and stuff.
I'm getting my charger. I'm listening.
I
I apologize.
No worries.
So you go and you see these people, 5, 6 days a week, and then it's over, and then you don't see them anymore.
Yeah, it was 21 days of shooting.
Of actual physical shooting.
Yeah.
But
Some of those,
over.
and most of those days were 10 to 12 hours at least.
Yeah, that's long.
That's an interesting shot, Jordan.
Hey, looks like my charger doesn't reach. Oh,
Oh, well, that.
Totally have my first
We can still see you.
maybe if I do that.
Kind of got a question.
Okay.
Motion help. People started like
Oh.
setting.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There we go.
So yeah, just getting to meet everybody and the experience of, making so many new friends. Through theories, I was able to get Tabitha for my short film.
For Abandoned. And
For
then
Abandoned and also
for Granted.
Yeah, for
did that.
Granted. So that was great. Ben's been in several of my things as well, so it's been really great to connect with local talent. I still have yet to get Jordan for something, but I will.
What?
You said you were listening.
I am. Getting me for what?
To work with you on something else.
Oh really? Yeah, let's do it. 100%.
So,
Anyway.
meeting everybody.
Cool. Well, and that's one of the things I'd really like to. I'd like the web series to take off and the potentially TV show to take off because I think it'd be great to get this team back together again.
Yeah.
I think that this team, what we did with no money, proves that we could do something amazing if we had money. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stunning actually how little money we put. Like 10,000.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was mostly for the actors, really. I mean,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
actors, costumes, and food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
Craft, yeah.
Yeah, but all the crew basically worked for food,
Yeah.
which we appreciate.
Hmm.
Yeah, love of the project, love of making film as well.
Yeah.
This isn't just a thing where we're like, let's make a movie. We want to make a. We love film. We love filmmaking. So it's.
Well, and working at this level, you kind of have to because there was days where I was just like, oh my god, this is
What are we doing?
this is so hard. This is so much work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should sound like it.
Did you get unplugged, or are you heading out?
Yeah, I'm headed out.
Oh, you haven't seen him, but Steven, who did Pestis, another awesome movie that should have made top 30. is yeah, we could do the Wild. Well, we're still gonna push ahead with these films. Sinku is just a step on the path to making this film and getting it out there. A great step, I think. Regardless of how it finally pans out, it's really forced us to do some of the work that I don't think any of us really wanted to do. Right?
That's true. And if you need help writing any web episodes in the future, let me know. I'll be happy to write or correct anything.
Yeah. Well, that's the plan, right? Is that we want to have like a TV show. We want to have different writers, different directors.
That's the way Theories had actually started out, was that we were going to have, it was going to be a web series, and just through the actual writing, it kind of came together more as a film.
Yeah.
And then.
Well, now that we have like the basis of Theories itself, and then the web series to spin off of that, there's been the big giant movie all put together that everyone gets a feel for what the characters are about and everything else. So like to be able to break it up into a web series, just like short little episodes now that like the big pilot, as you said, was referred to before, I think that'll make it easier instead of just starting it out as a web series.
I agree. I think part of it is the film introduces the characters and makes you like them. Like I think that you're like, oh, I'm actually kind of liking those characters and wondering, who they're. Well, I don't know. I think Jordan's character is interesting because he's like not a bad guy, but he's kind of he's tempted. Like the
Charles probably has the biggest character arc, I want to say.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure his character actually. Like none of them really complete their arc. Jenny has a big arc, but I think the other ones we set the arcs up. We set up.
It's left.
Yeah, Jordan's character is challenged by am I one of the 99% or am I one of the 1%, right? And then Tabitha's character is like she's got to find her mom and she's got to save her mom. That's her mission, right? Yeah.
Ben's so then ending up like becoming friends with MJ's character and all and stuff like that I wasn't intending to do.
No, and you're kind of a loner. Like what's interesting is that MJ's character, she's a loner and you're a loner, and the fact that you guys actually become friends at some point is interesting, right? Because it's like two loners actually connecting, right? So I think that the other thing too is like we have very strong female characters in this film.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's no female victims in this film. We have strong female characters, but we also have some strong male characters. Like I think they're all kind of operating on a similar level, but with different problems and issues, which is why I think it would make such a good show because there's so many different storylines that could be sort of followed.
Like with the cult and stuff still happening too, because like at the end of the film, I leave to go back to the cult, not to give anything away or anything.
Yeah.
But spoiler alert. Oops, should have said that beforehand. But like to go back there and like feeling almost victimized inside the cult, which is kind of what my character was before.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that, but like I don't know, like that story all in itself,
Thanks, Steven.
Kind of thing.
And
Sorry. Bye. No, that's okay.
Meet later this week, whenever.
Absolutely, sounds good.
Okay, have a good time with your chat.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, Steven.
Bye, George.
I'll scoop John up.
Sure. It's interesting. You bring up a really interesting point, which is that I don't think we've seen the last of any of the more adult characters either. Like we have a younger group of people that are part of the team, and then we have like an older cast. And like we only get to scratch the surface with some of them, so I think that would be there's some interesting things that could happen there as well. I mean, we've set up some really interesting characters like Joe, the crazy survivalist.
Oh yeah.
And
those with the trailer, the van and stuff you guys spoke with.
Yeah. So
and then it's like there's two sets of characters. Like there's the main characters, the younger group, and the older group, like you said, right? But they're all prominent enough too that there's so many options for it, right? So it makes it perfect for sort of a series kind of thing.
Absolutely.
There's more avenues to explore than I think we could count. Like we'd run out of fingers.
We have quite an extensive cast as well. How many characters are there, Mike?
God, I think there's like 15 to 20, isn't there? It's a
bit of an ensemble.
So we definitely have enough coverage to do several seasons and still not even
absolutely
cover everybody.
I will say that in the number of cast members, that's where the roots of it being a web series really comes out, because we had originally envisioned that there could be different teams shooting different scenes with different characters, and then we would weave them together. That was sort of the thought process, and then it turned out there just wasn't that many people that were interested in like directing and finding a team to shoot, and then we decided that we thought the script was good enough that we should, shoot it on a decent camera and try to have some consistency, and yeah.
Yeah, it ended up.
That, and who wouldn't want a movie in the theater?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about shooting on the Blackmagic Cinema camera is it's 2.5K and it shoots RAW. So if we do need to blow it up or we need to show it in a theater, it's going to maintain like good quality. And the footage we've released so far is not the quality it will be, because that's like the quality of the DaVinci Resolve just throws on there. So there's been no tweaking to the exposure, to the color. So the film, I think, will look gorgeous when it's actually, ready to show in a theater. Yeah. And then hopefully it will sound gorgeous as well.
Yes.
When Paul
And a
does.
shout out to the numerous folks who answered the call for submissions. Many thanks for contributing. First, your songs, your actual material, and we have 3 or 4. It depends if I count myself, I suppose. People who are willing to score, their section of the movie and split the work up that way. So we have no shortage of people to make it sound great. Yeah.
It's exciting to hear.
Yeah.
Well, Sinku kind of took us off the path of post-production for a bit. I mean, we have enough resources to do post-production or to do the contest. So sort of felt the contest was worth doing, but after it's over, we're going to be hard back at post-production. Yeah, and working on the web series.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. We only have enough hours in the day to do,
One
one of them.
Yeah,
exactly. If we spread ourselves too thin, we'll do none of them well.
And then one's not going to get as much attention as the other one would.
Right,
So it's best to just work hard at one and
Yeah.
then switch the other one when it's finished.
Yeah, and the Sinku contest is a finite span of time, and then it's over. It's only a couple of months. So,
Yeah,
we're not.
And it's helpful to us as well.
it's well worthwhile for sure.
We're all learning a lot and enjoying our time.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it gets down to the $1 million, because somebody will make the wild card happen, right?
Yes.
Then we're cooking with gas at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we're already cooking with gas. We'll just put a little more fuel on the fire.
We can just have like really fancy barbecues. Because we'll actually shoot, I don't know, in summer or maybe when it's warmer.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I have any more questions here? Okay. Nope, none here. Last call for questions.
Well, that's all we still have. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to put some urgency in
We
there.
should have made this thing an hour. Why did we make it so long? Who's saying it was 2 hours?
you.
Really?
Anyone have Monopoly or something?
Say what?
Monopoly?
Just
Monopoly.
play charades
Yeah.
between you and Esther.
Oh, okay.
Well, why don't you get on there and drum up some business, Miss Producer?
Mrs. Producer.
Miss Producer.
I'm just going to check with a few viewers here and see what's happening on their end.
And if anybody has any questions,
Why don't you post on LFA? What? What are you laughing about? Seriously, what?
What's an LFA?
Oh, the London Film
London Film
Association?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
everything that's
Are
been
you talking about the car?
deleted.
The car.
Say what?
Lexus? Never mind. All right.
The coop has been deleted.
Why? That's weird.
What was it?
Yeah, a little mystery about the
Oh.
inner political workings of London, Ontario, and its film
Someone's
community.
jealous of our film.
Oh, boy.
Well, maybe.
What happened?
Oh, nothing.
Does someone have a theory?
I was
Yeah.
just gonna say that. You beat me to it. Play the theory card. Okay.
Yeah. Never saw that one coming.
No. Ah.
Wow.
Wow.
Question?
No.
Where did everyone go?
Still here.
Yeah,
Sorry, we're still here, buddy.
Did you mute me?
I mean, no, we muted
You
me.
muted us.
No.
Are you talking about me?
No.
Could have been. I don't know. You didn't hear it.
Counting the viewers.
It's not accurate because I have friends that are watching on cell phones. And cell phones aren't registering.
Oh, okay. Well, are they asking any questions then?
So we were just wondering about the viewer numbers, and apparently Google Hangouts doesn't report all the viewers. So
Cell phones.
whatever we're looking at,
Yeah.
it's going to be higher based on cell phone use.
Like 300,000.
I think that's probably a fair estimate.
Definitely.
Give or take
Yeah.
300,000, yeah.
Plus or minus.
Plus or
all
minus
of them.
300,000.
No, it's certainly higher than what we're seeing here. So that's good.
Well, I don't know. What should we do with the rest of the time?
When will we know when the actual poster will be out? Because like we have the ones that were voted on and Cinecube, but like when are we gonna have that?
I don't know.
Like on the IMDb page and stuff like that.
I don't know.
I was actually looking at some of that stuff.
Yeah.
And of course that got derailed because each mission and
Mhm.
in the contest kind of trumps whatever you were doing before.
Yeah.
It just goes out the window. Right?
I think part of it is that like it's $35 to get up a poster, which is nothing. But I'm not sure that we are committed to the poster that we submitted to Senku. Like
Okay.
we may
Might tweak
revisit
it even
it.
more.
Yeah, we may
Okay.
revisit it. I mean,
Oh, for $35, I could get a few printed just to have.
oh, 35 to get it up on
Up on-
IMDb.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant to get it printed.
$35.
To put on IMDb, yeah.
Yeah.
We just
Wow.
but it's not
And $20, I think, to put any other pictures.
yeah.
Don't put
Per
a-
picture?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Really?
For production still.
I mean that's piddly money for most productions. I think the reason
Right.
the reason we haven't done it yet is just because I don't think we're committed to that poster yet. I think we're still, we crammed together some posters for the mission, but I think we may want to revisit the poster, right? And
Mhm.
is that the one we really want?
So if there are any graphic artists who are into making a movie poster, certainly give us a call
Mhm.
at Theories Movie on Facebook or Twitter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Well.
What's next for us and Theories? Where do we go from here?
Okay. So we're looking at grants.
Mhm.
We're looking at getting it finished and doing a premiere.
Mhm.
We're looking at possibly film festivals if we think it's good enough, and that because film festivals cost money.
Mhm.
You gotta. There's a submission amount, and then there's no guarantee you're gonna get in. So we have to
You
ask
actually
the
have to
question.
pay to get
Yeah.
someone to actually look at your film.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a piddly amount of money like you were just saying.
Yeah.
about the posters.
Yeah.
So that's a thing that we might start a new Indiegogo campaign for.
And then where we're going from here, like the webisode series or
Mhm.
whatever goes from that, would that be filmed this year? Like obviously it'd have to be written first, but like when would we be aiming for that?
So I've been like trying to get writers on board to do the writing, and there's a
Mhm.
bunch of writers who are interested in writing.
Okay.
The big thing is that I want to find sponsors, like somebody to help sort of pay a little bit of money so that we can afford to have craft services and give the actors a little bit of money and pay for costumes and special effects and things like that.
Mhm.
So it's kind of dependent on whether we can find a revenue source, right?
Are there any small businesses or businesses, Coca-Cola, if you
Yeah.
want to give us a call?
Yeah, yeah.
A small business.
Yeah. Well, we have some ideas for some potential sponsors we want to approach, and for a very small investment on their part, they can be a sponsor for the webisodes, which may or may not help, possibly feature something of theirs, like
Product or business.
Well, yeah, like I personally think that like any of the spy tech gadgets would make really good sponsors, so we could actually be using some of the different like spy tech gadgets that are out there. And
Yeah, because a lot of people wouldn't know about that kind of stuff anyway. So.
yeah. So, and I don't think it's unreasonable for our show to actually have that kind of equipment in it, so it seems like it's a good fit. And we
It's
just
like the Adam Bus, so want to see what someone is
Yeah.
up to. Call
Oh,
this number.
exactly,
So maybe we should just give them a
exactly.
call.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we still have to like reach out to that group, but I mean, Sineku is kind of taking out all of our energy. Oh, on a side note, Dana is going to be going to France to help promote theories, right, Dana?
I will be traveling to the Cannes Film Festival on Sunday. Actually, I leave.
And you're there for a month?
Sunday? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long are you there for?
Didn't know that, eh, Jordan?
No.
Someone's not keeping up with Facebook.
And you're good.
Baby, what's going on? How long are you going for?
It's 20 days. So
20 days?
Yeah.
What?
And every time she sees somebody famous, she's gonna run up to them and say, "Oh my God, Theory's this movie. You have to like spawn. You have to buy it, or you have to be in it, or you have to help me, and then make my dreams come true, and blah blah blah." And then they're gonna drag her out, and
That is all true except for the dragging me out part.
Every time.
Who's gonna nicely escort you?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
they're
They're
going
gonna
to ask us more about the film,
Okay,
and I will send them over to Sineku.
So let me ask you this: if Tom Cruise said that he would give us money, but you have to join Scientology, would you?
Next question.
I would. I totally would.
Mike, stay on.
I ended up.
You can pull a Katie Holmes. What?
Oh, I say what? Oh, that was slanderous.
But funny, so it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, who wouldn't love to see an interview with Katie Holmes though about that whole, dating Tom
We should not
Cruise
be-
and being part of Scientology and then having Tom Cruise's baby and then trying to get out of the marriage and Scientology at the same time.
I feel like
mean,
it's not without my daughter.
well, it
Yeah.
does seem kind of.
Yeah.
And what has she done since? I mean, like, is she
Plays. She's on Broadway.
Off Broadway.
Oh. Huh.
Good on you.
I always liked her.
I've never known
I always
Broadway.
liked her until she married Tom Cruise and joined Scientology. I was like, oh, I liked you, but now
I
I'm
think she was at the Met Gala the other day, actually.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, other than that, Mike and I have some things in the pipeline that we're working on
Yes, we have projects, and
in development,
yes,
Like related to theories or just like
separate as well, theories and separate as well.
separate, but we want to keep working with the same cast and crew as much as possible.
Mhm.
Like, but
We're gonna be on tour.
for the separate ones or
for the separate ones
As
as
well.
well.
Okay.
Yeah. But our plan is our front end effort is going to be around raising funds prior to shooting.
yeah.
So we won't be making a movie the way we made Theories. It's too hard and it's exhausting and we're gonna make sure we have some funds going into the project so that grants and
So you
sponsors
have
and
stuff to work from.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I've got to go grab my laundry.
Okay.
Okay.
The
But I'll be
fact
back.
of actors.
Yeah.
What, you don't have someone to do your laundry for you, Jordan? Jeez.
Not yet. Yeah, but actually it's sitting in the dryer, so I don't want to be that guy.
Oh yeah, you better go.
Fair enough.
That guy is the
Be that
worst guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
That guy.
geez. Oh, I'm that guy.
Or if you're
Wow.
one of the other guys, you come back and all your stuff is just heaped up on top of the machine because you didn't get there in time to take it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope not.
Or that guy.
Or that guy who loses all of his underwear or laundry because he left it in there too long and someone was like, well, screw it.
Or that
I must
guy.
not want it anyway.
Or that guy when you go down there to get your laundry and somebody's trying it on.
Nah.
That's never happened. That has never happened.
So I should go do that. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Be right back.
Yeah,
It's gonna be an empty room while he's
I
gone.
know.
Yeah.
Well, at least everybody knows.
It's
right?
like a security camera
It
that he
is.
Yeah,
doesn't have to
yeah.
pay for.
Yeah.
We're just keeping an eye on this home.
It's true. It's very
In case
true.
he doesn't lock the door.
Okay. Any more questions?
No.
Y'all.
I don't have any more here.
I'll check if anybody messages me. I don't think so, but it's possible.
All right.
Let's see.
Okay. Well, what are we at for time?
7:23.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have 37 minutes more.
Wow.
So what did we learn about doing a media event like this? An hour's enough?
Well, it depends, like, because we don't have all of the actors too.
True.
Like,
That's true.
Jordan and I and Paul, but like everyone else who would have had more stories to tell and everything else to discuss
True.
too, it cut time like that.
That's very true.
Do we still have one shot?
Okay, nobody messaged me any questions.
Yeah, and I can't really even talk about my characters' going-ons without
No.
Yeah.
spilling the beans everywhere.
Yeah.
So. No spoiler alert for Mr. Chandler. He's a mystery. You gotta
Well,
watch
do we want to hang out to the end, or do we want to?
it. We can round it up at 7:30.
If there's any more questions, we'll wrap up at 7:30. So if you have any last minute questions,
And then now's the time to ask them.
now's
Yeah.
definitely the time.
Yeah. So now it's last call for questions.
Now is the last call.
10 minutes.
Or
yes.
comments, if you want to comment, certainly.
Yeah. Comments, questions.
Call my cell and we can put you on speakerphone. I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
It looks like a tadpole or like a duck or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. It's a weird shape.
Malformed,
It's just critter.
I'll become malformed.
yeah. You are what you eat.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I eat a lot of nuts.
Mm.
That explains so much.
All right. Well, I can put some ominous music.
Follow the music.
No, it's not on.
Hey, Mike, want to switch?
Sure.
And then your plug. Hello, camera.
It's just our musical
Okay. Well, we're gonna ride it out for another few minutes. If there's no other questions, we'll stop at 7:30. And thank you for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike is regaling you with
What is that, Mike?
1970s horror
Plinky
music.
Plinky.
Oh, right. Okay.
trying to get you excited for theories.
Totally going to be in theories.
Jordan's gonna come back and be like, whoa, what's happening?
Jordan's gonna come back and we're gonna be gone. We'll be like, hello.
Yeah.
We'll be like holding his launch, I know.
Well, thus endeth the show. We'll wait for Jordan and sign out.
Does anybody have any last
Comments?
messages? Words? Director of theories?
Nope. Sign up, vote. Maybe we'll make top 30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, again,
back.
tweet at Cinecoop. And tell them how much you love theories and get them to choose us for the wild card. So that we can-
Yeah, I don't know how that whole wildcard thing works.
I don't know, but do it anyway.
I found like a description of it and I copied and pasted it to something on the Theories Facebook page. Because I was like, oh, cool, we can still be in this. I don't remember what it said, but.
Yeah, you're not out just because you don't make the top 30.
Yeah, that you can
But-
still be opted back in somehow or other.
So yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think there's still a bit of confusion.
Yeah, of how
on
it works.
how they're doing all their rankings. Although we've seen some folks not make the top whatever cuts and drop off. Well, they're out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna stick in it for the long haul. It's $1 million.
Like drop out as in like their ratings down?
No, like some didn't make the top
Oh.
60.
Yeah, and then they just
Well, they're gone. Like,
Yeah.
They're just not.
Their account.
So,
Yeah.
some of you guys are breaking into Jordan's apartment. Or just,
Guess who's
oh
back?
yeah.
Jordan's back. Jordan's back.
Back again.
We were concerned somebody was breaking in for a moment there, but
Huh?
We were your security camera.
Oh, yeah.
nothing happened. You didn't miss anything in the background of your apartment.
Oh.
Oh, except some really good music.
Can you hear? Is that spooky?
That sounds familiar.
Scary boo.
Well, who wants to read about Rob Lowe?
Did
Well,
you,
Yeah, have you learned anything?
did you read that?
Yeah, it's a great book actually.
Is it good? I read oh my god, who was I read the Corey Haim autobiography.
Oh, God.
Like you mean the brothers?
No, Corey Haim.
We have a question.
Not Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman. What was it called?
Yeah.
Oh, question, okay.
Oh,
Okay, what movies inspired theories?
For me, it was actually the TV show X-Files and Supernatural and Fringe. I really like those kind of shows about mystery and a little bit Scooby-Doo as well, because I really liked the five.
Yep.
I love the 5 characters. I think it's 5, right? 5 characters in Scooby-Doo. And
6 characters. You keep forgetting there's.
no, there's 5 characters in Scooby-Doo. In Scooby-Doo, there's 5.
Froggy.
Yeah.
no,
I thought you went for
yes,
theory.
Oh, I was we were like counting.
Yeah, so we even have the mystery machine, the van that they're in, right? Like we have all the elements. We don't have the dog though. Maybe if we had the dog, people would like.
We had that
feel
cat.
better.
The cat.
Princess
Oh.
Meow.
Yes, that one. I was like, she was there.
Cat.
The cat.
Was
The
in
abandoned
the
factory.
factory that kept coming in, and Dana had to get to go away while we were.
I had to be
Right.
cat wrangler, and I had to tempt Princess Meows away from the wedding
Set.
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I would say for me it was Scooby Doo and the X Files primarily.
Mhm.
Yeah. What about you guys? What did you see?
I think X-Files for me was a big one. When I heard Scooby-Doo, I thought, okay, maybe a little. But I think it's mostly any of the shows that dealt with conspiratorial themes. And X-Files was clearly a forerunner.
So I heard your phone go off. Is that a question? Do you think?
I have another question.
Oh, another question. Okay.
Wait, Tafa, was there any kind of did you do anything to prepare for being Sarah, or did you watch anything, or how did you?
Prepare for being her. I kind of looked into cults and what they were about, and then the one thing that we filmed, I don't know if that's being used as promo or not, but like different ways to try and unprogram people's minds, which is basically what I was trying to do to my mom. So to just have that like in my mindset that everything I was doing, I didn't want to be in the cult at all whatsoever. So like my character knowing that it was for somebody else, that I was being like selfless in that sense, kind of helped me to prepare for being Sarah.
Excellent.
Jordan,
Hmm.
did you do anything special for trying to become Charles?
Yeah. So
Working
like
out,
what?
other than your massive working out and all
Oh, okay.
diets and all that.
Well, as Mike said before, there's that split between him trying to decide between being, because his family's fairly wealthy and very prominent in such a small town, so it's deciding between being the 99% and the 1% kind of thing. And so for Charles, I wanted to get a vibe of what it's like to be kind of wealthy, I guess. I mean, I'm not wealthy, but to get that feeling, so kind of get that put together feeling you might have when you got money, that kind of flashy Hollywood kind of feel. That's what I think of when I think of the type of money he has and the upbringing he had, in private schools, things like that. And so to get that vibe, I just kind of put on a bit of an attitude and went to a Starbucks a few times and spent some time there, and noticeably a cocky customer, and kind of just sat like he might feel, kind of just feels in control. He doesn't need to worry about money at all. That's a huge stress relief, and so just spending some time with that, it really changed my outlook on where he's coming from. And then
I like it.
yeah, and once you I think for me, once you don't need to worry about money, that stress that goes away, all these other things I think really flood into your life, and then that's why Charles is so pretty emotionally messed up. Yeah.
Perfect. Well said.
Yeah.
Another question?
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
From Kim. Hi, Kim.
Hey, Kim.
Did you do anything special, or did you do any special preparations to film in the freezing Canadian temperatures? Not enough.
Not as much as we
No.
should have.
Not enough. There were a few really cold nights with as mentioned, the camping scene. I think for that I had kind of 3 pairs of pants on, boots, 4 pairs of socks.
But like as crew, they were allowed to bundle up so much more because we were the ones on camera. So what we had to wear was what was being shown. So we couldn't wear like layers like everyone else was. Like for the one scene, I had to be in a dress and it was freezing.
Yeah.
It was like all these cold, so I was like wrapped in blankets and coats and whatnot in between scenes.
The one time that you had to lay on the ground, you and MJ, and you
Yeah,
were
it was
just
like a cold
in.
cement
They were
floor.
just in
We were in
t-shirts,
t-shirts.
white t-shirts and jeans, and I remember you and Tanner, who's our cinematographer, DOP, and Daryl, our camera op, camera assist, second unit. Also, you guys were kind of talking about something.
Just chatting away. Yeah.
Just chatting away, where they're sitting on this freezing cold cement floor, and I kind of like went and got a blanket.
Yeah, Jada comes to the rescue. And she's like, okay, if you guys aren't going to be filming, like, let's at least keep them warm in the meantime.
I think
Super
that,
grateful
and
for
I
that.
think I think that's kind of what was so great about this team is that like we had a lot of people who this was their first like feature film project to work on, and for some of them it was like their first big project, and it was sort of like there was people were always looking out for each other, and if if one group was sort of really focused on technical stuff, there was somebody saying, "Oh, are you hungry?" or do you guys need to get a blanket? And so that was good, but yeah, I think we were just all sort of a little bit like we got started so much later than we wanted to. Like we wanted to be starting filming earlier, and it was just I can't remember why did it take so long. Like what held us up from getting started sooner in the summer? Was it casting?
It was costumes, it was availability, it was script.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah,
the
script
first
was
read
good.
through that we did of the script, and we kind of all just looked at each other and was like,
Yeah.
yeah, this dialogue isn't great.
Mm-hmm.
There's too much dialogue. We
I was
need to
going
cut
do
this
the first
down.
read through,
Yeah.
So we kind of had to go and take a hacksaw. I think the major problem is that because we had started out as being a web series, it was 156 pages.
It was long.
It was really, really long, and most feature films are 90
Yeah.
What did we
pages
cut it back
generously.
to?
We're at 115.
1
Yeah.
Wow.
So we literally took a hacksaw and cut and cut and cut.
Yeah.
And I think that's the majority of what took so long. Locations was also another huge
Yeah.
issue. We had a few locations pull out.
Mm-hmm.
Vacation
Yeah.
came in the way too. Holidays became an issue. And then by that time, it was September.
Yeah.
And it all happened very fast. The other thing we should probably mention is we started this project in April. Really was when we didn't even start writing really until May. And
Of the year before we did all the casting and stuff?
no, that year.
Yeah.
Year
Oh,
of.
wow.
2014.
So
Yeah.
So it must have been around the summertime then that all the auditions and stuff happened.
Yeah.
Wow, that
Yeah.
came together really quick.
Yeah.
we did it really fast. We decided we
Once we
didn't
hit the
want to
gas,
wait.
it was like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We didn't think it was gonna. We went through a walking period where we were going to either wait a year or get it done.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we kind of wobbled a little bit. Where we're like, maybe we should wait. No, let's just go. And I think that's kind of where we
Yeah.
like, let's just do it. And then we didn't start principal photography. We wanted to start principal photography beginning of August, I want to say.
I think so. Yeah.
And we didn't start until September 15th.
Yeah.
September 15th was the first day of photography. So that was more than a month, 6 weeks after after we had thought we were going to be starting. We thought we'd be almost done by then,
Mm-hmm.
if not done.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I signed on beginning of April before the script was actually written. And we had said, oh yeah, we're gonna get it done. It's just gonna be a web series. It's gonna be a really easy shoot. And then we started adding characters, and the script became bigger and bigger, and it became more and more elaborate. And there became, more and more locations. Vehicles became an issue. We wanted vans. We wanted special effects. So everything just kept getting bigger and bigger. And that kind of
except the money.
Except for the budget.
The money was getting bigger. It got smaller.
Yeah. Well, we had one last question asking about maybe a bloopers in general.
That if we're going
If we have them?
If we have any, yeah.
Oh, we have plenty of bloopers.
Now, I can
Tons
tell you,
and tons.
Sam was cracking me up. Not so much a blooper, but actual lines that will probably be used.
Oh yeah.
When we did 6 takes of the same kind of battle between him and Ali.
Amazing at improv.
He would,
him and Jordan.
every take
Jordan,
had a
you
different
guys.
quip out of him, and some of them just hard to maintain.
Jordan did
quiet.
beautifully trying to figure out how to respond to Sam at any given
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he'd say these outrageous things to me. Like, he'd be making your mom jokes to me or something like that. Like, totally ridiculous. And it, just thinking of a response was impossible. But
and not cracking up, still
not
staying
cracking
in
up.
character.
there's definitely a lot of good bloopers. I think a lot of them might be me dancing a bit, but
Oh,
Yeah, we do have you dancing. We have one with, I don't know who it was, but we have the camping scene. I mean,
behind
the white
bounce board.
stabbing the head with a
Yeah,
pulling it
that
out.
was Sam and I behind the white, big,
Thought you
giant,
Yeah.
like 15 by 10 bounce board
Mhm.
with doing the shadow puppets with our bodies and doing a little murder scene.
Yeah. MacGyvering stuff that the bounce board was all built by one of our other producers, Craig Longman. Came up with a whole bunch of different.
That was the big frame. Yeah.
Took a while to put all together and get together and.
Yeah, huge. But
Impressed with
Okay,
Logan.
guys, I hate to say, but I gotta go to work. I'm getting called in. So
Okay.
this is that part of that example of trying to make a film while you have like a job.
Yep.
Okay, guys.
How
Well,
it goes.
thank you for being part of the whatever this was.
The live
The live stream. And you guys are in good hands. And you know, if you have any questions for me, text me and I'll do my best to answer them.
You got it.
Thanks, Mike.
Guys,
Bye.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Well.
And then there were 4.
All
They
right.
all rolled over and one fell out.
So we'll call this. We actually went.
15 more minutes.
yeah,
past,
yeah.
So when we were gonna call it cut.
Yeah, early and late and early and late. So we'll sign out now. I know it's not 8 o'clock yet, but it is past 7:30, and that's when we said we were going to sign out last, unless we had questions. And I think we've exhausted them all. So thanks again for joining us.
Jordan, do you have any last words?
Thank you for watching. Support theories. Make it come an even bigger reality than we can dream.
Yes.
That'd
Here,
be lots of fun.
here.
I'm just glad to be a part of it and know that there's more to come afterwards, that wasn't the end of filming. So I'm super excited for that and can't wait.
Excellent.
Huh?
I can't top any of that. I mean, support theories. Great to be a part of it. Great team. We do need marketing people. If you're interested, certainly get a hold of us.
Theories movie right there on that screen.
At Theories Movie on Twitter and
On Facebook as well.
Theories Movie on Facebook and theoriesmovie.com.
And other than that, we're still in the game, so we're still going to be continuing on with missions in Cinecoop. So keep checking us out every week. We're going to have new content. Well, I won't be because I will be in France while you guys are doing all these missions.
We'll be supporting
But
theories.
I will be.
Yes.
I will be. But just keep checking Cinecoop. Tweet Cinecoop. Let them know that you want to see Theories as the wild card. I don't know how that works. Sorry, Cinecoop, if I'm doing it wrong or saying the wrong thing here.
They're just gonna get
But-
so many replies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Theories.
guys.
Signing out.
Bye.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye, Jordan.
Bye, Jordan.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.